So, hi guys, welcome to a very special edition of Pickup Daily, where I am here with my buddy Danilo from D-Masculine Style, and we are talking today about having options. We're going to talk about our buddy, what's his name? Jared, our buddy Jared, and his complete and utter lack of options.
Do you need this, sir?
So, I do not.
You need it?
Talk about our buddy Jared and his complete and utter lack of options and what he needs to do to get his dating life sorted. And we're going to talk about that and a little bit more on this episode of Pickup Daily. Look at the camera, though.
If we're doing this, his problem, or not a problem, like his argument is that he's looking for a relationship. That's what he's looking for.
So what, he's like using that as an excuse to not do approaches?
I believe so. He wants to, like, I don't want to be a player. I want to do,
I don't want to be a player no more. Oh, sorry.
He wants to be that guy, the right guy who doesn't play around, but he doesn't know that for him to see what is out there, he needs options. He needs to see actually what he likes and define what girl is the right girl for him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think anybody who sort of idealizes women in general needs to have experience with actual women in order to have a clear picture of what their standards, of what their standards actually are. Like, so many guys are like given this idealistic Hollywood or like religious based or just some sort of ideal of what their future partner should be, of what their future relationship should be, and then when they try to get into a relationship, it doesn't work out right because they don't have like the real world experience.
Yeah, and what I feel is that this will become a problem. That they invest in so much in that, like having this kind of girl, like that when they find a girl, she's not the way they thought it was or it's going to be, and they get sad. They get like, I don't want to approach anymore, and now it's really hard to approach girls because they think every single girl is the same. They won't find the right girl.
Oh, so you're saying that because like he went to go approach girls and then one of them didn't show up. One of them didn't come up as his ideal, so now he's disappointed in approaching in general?
Yes, it's more like excuses over excuse. Now he's investing more in the excuse that this is the reason why I don't approach, and now he has another excuse not to approach girls.
Oh, because it might be traumatic.
Yes.
Wait, is this the same guy we were talking about yesterday?
No, I think it's Jared. No, it's different. But I see like kind of like relate to it.
Oh, okay.
Because the whole point is, why aren't you approaching girls? That's what I see. So this is the excuse. The guy last night was, this girl rejecting me, and now I have a fear of approaching girls. And this guy is like, I don't want to be a player. I want a relationship. That's the reason why I'm not approaching as many girls. So
yeah, but it seems like he approaches no girls.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to be selective. It's okay to have standards. It's okay to not approach because you know that you're not going to work out with a certain female archetype, right? Like, there are girls that were at the club tonight that I was just not going to work out with. This is not going to happen. They're too whatever. I know they don't meet my standards, right?
Yeah.
And I get that, right? But also, on the same vein, I have gone on 3 or 4 dates in the last couple of weeks. I've been constantly talking to new people and evaluating them and holding them up against my standards and seeing if it's going to work out. And by doing that, I not only kind of sophisticate and hone my standards in general, but I also get real-world experience on how to actually treat other human beings, whether or not they meet those standards idealistically or not.
Yeah, I mean, what I do is I meet girls all the time, and I have my own standards. And want to see if they meet the standards I have. And also that helped me to, like, filter the girls and also who's going to be a girl in my life as a partner, and just friendships or someone who can actually give some kind of value in my life.
Right. Obviously.
They don't have to meet my standards as a partner, but they can meet the standards different useful something in my life we can be useful to each other.
Of course.
Yeah.
And even if you were the value giver in the relationship, like let's say that you are the one who gives the primary amount of value because you're the charismatic one, you're the alpha guy, like you're the guy that everybody kind of looks up to. I mean, don't get me wrong, like you're pretty badass, like don't get a big head about it, but
Thank you.
you're the guy that everybody looks up to be led and to have their good time and all that whatever and give them good emotions. And so even if you're the primary value giver in the relationship, you can still facilitate other people meeting, right? You know, the more girls that you have in your life, the more valuable you are to the men in your life. You know, there's a time like probably 2011, 2012, I was like the social hub of Thousand Oaks, right?
And
like,
where you were.
I would send like a text message and like 35 people would show up and like it was just like that. It was that kind of thing. Well, that summer, everybody hooked up, started having babies and shit. Like there's like all these weddings that happened after that. As everybody met, not because like I'm such a badass or whatever, but because I facilitated that, they made their own connections, and that is value in and of itself, being able to do that. So it's not necessary that when you go out and you meet new girls that you have to play them or you have to bang them or treat them poorly and not get into relationships with them or whatever. If they don't meet your standards, just friend zone them. Like from the guy side, you friend zone them and then pull them into your life because they're still gonna like you for being a high value, charismatic, social, with it guy.
Yeah, and also if they don't meet your standards, they probably meet someone else's standards. One of your friends, one of the guys you meet, and she is probably the perfect girl for this guy. It doesn't have to be for you. But still, you know, it's a friend.
Right.
And I don't remember who said it, but look, girls are like a cash.
What's up?
You have girls in your life and they're like, you have cash.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Money. Exchange.
Yeah, definitely. Right? Exactly.
So be a cool guy.
Which is a horrible way to look at it.
Yes,
we're not in Saudi Arabia. but yeah, I mean,
in a good way. They have value.
On the social scene, you know, you could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor, you can be a guy with a really nice sports car. But if I have 3 hot girls with me, I win. Yeah, yes. You're right.
You have the value guy.
You're right.
Like,
you're right.
You're the guy who people want to be with.
Or beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I incite a lot of jealousy. I think because I'm not like a stereotypical, like tall, handsome, all-American quarterback-looking guy, like I don't look like I deserve the girls that I hang out with. So guys are like, what the fuck? Right? And then they want to fuck with me. You know?
That way I can feel you that how guys like, they don't believe what I do.
Right.
They're like, why? How? And they like, you see like jealousy or... They're kind of angry. Like, I'm a good-looking guy, and I can't do that. Like, how you do that?
Yeah, but you're a good-looking dude.
I mean,
I'm a short, fat, half Indonesian guy, right? so I teach boot camps and shit. You guys know this, and so I'll show up sometimes, and know these guys like they're waiting to meet the master pickup artist, right?
Okay, yeah.
We end up at day game, right? So we're in a mall. We end up meeting in a food court. That's generally where I meet up. And they look at me like, really?
You're teaching me?
Like, really? You're like, what? Okay, let me get this. Let me get this straight. You are going to teach me how to get girls, and then obviously, and then I end up teaching, and everything's cool, and most of them love me, and whatever. The guys who don't like me actually are the ones who never wanted to take action, and then they don't like the fact that I'm trying to keep getting them to take action. Like that, those are the guys who kind of walk. But the ones who really want to make progress, they end up respecting me. And
going back to the point, let me ask you, what the benefits? You see, like you can name a benefit you can as being a guy. I mean, you have options, of course. This is your life, my life. But for a guy who doesn't really have the experience, what's the benefit of having options?
What do you mean by like options as far as socially? Like we were just talking about women as currency, or are you talking about like for women,
like actually meeting, going on dates, like trying to put yourself out there and see what works for you, what doesn't work, and like just trying out.
I think the primary purpose of dating is to not only filter out and find a good mate. I think that's like the end game, right?
Yes.
But it's also to hone your own standards and create something that you can present to the world, teach you how to communicate and teach you how to set boundaries, right?
Yes, totally
and that's like practice. Like that's just like you go in the gym and you're fighting.
Repetition.
Right? I can hit the bag as many times as I want and I'll get power, I'll get speed, I'll get form. But it won't help my sparring. Right? Because I won't be able to act and interact to like real life situations. I have to spar to help that reaction skill. And I think that dating is very much the same way. If you can't set your boundaries and communicate where you're at with a woman in the first date, you're not going to be able to maintain a relationship when you're dealing with the hardcore shit. Like there are people that get in a relationship, and their father dies, and then the partner has to carry them, or they have to move across the country with their job, or they have God forbid that they have like a child die, and they have to deal with their relationship and all the guilt and the craziness going on. If you can't deal with setting your boundaries with normal people in the beginning, you can't deal with all this shit down the road. It's very hard to grow together without learning how to communicate. So I think that the primary advantage to dating is to put yourself in as much variety of situations as possible so that you know how to deal with it like an adult.
Yes,
right?
I definitely agree with that. I mean, dating and meeting new girls, different girls, it helps me to be, I'll get a better partner. Because the girls I'm dating now, they love me because I understand whatever they're going through and I know how to react. It's not like I'm reacting 100% like right, but I have experience how to react to different situations that they can trust me. It's like trust. You can build trust because it's like this guy gets me.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't want to date me as a, like I don't really date as my situation right now because most of my relationships are like open relationships. But still, they know I'm there when they need me, know when they want me. It's really hard to explain that point.
Yeah, and like you were saying, you're trying to get me back on the point earlier. Yeah, it's like the same thing. Options are important not only for your own like getting better partners, getting people who match you better, but they're important to help you learn how to be a good human in the world, right? And so people who step back from the dating scene and say, "Oh, I'm going to wait till the situation is perfect," what they generally do is they're waiting for an ideal. And idealism in all forms, whether it comes to religion, whether it comes to, basically any sort of ethical way that you live your life. If you shoot towards an ideal and that's the only thing you see and you don't try to attach it to reality, you start becoming detached from reality and your ability to be effective in real life is diminished. And I would much rather have the communication skills that I have now after going through 6-7 years of pickup and then meet my mate or find a new partner that really, really meets with me and gets me, and then have those skills and have those tools in my belt, then have just sort of tried to work it out from the beginning and like grow with somebody and maybe get my 70-80% woman for the rest of my life that I'm stuck with.
Yeah,
right?
And many people stuck with that kind of relationships because they just stuck in that mentality that they don't want to get out.
Right.
And it's sad. I've seen it with so many girls that like they are with the same partner, and it's not because it's perfect. It's because they have this idea about this guy being perfect. They just don't want to leave it.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what's up there.
And even if they see what's out there, they like, no. Right?
Yeah, they close their eyes.
And same thing with what Derek was doing. He's saying, "Oh, this girl is not my type, so I'm not even going to go for it." So he doesn't get that reference experience. He's just basically shooting himself in the foot by not dating, by not allowing himself to get hurt, by not taking some of the hits that that come from
it's
social
not,
interaction.
It's not about dating. I told him, dude, you don't even talk to girls in general. So how you know when the right one comes? How you going to know how to talk to her? You're
Right.
going to miss the opportunity to talk to her in the right way, because by talking to different girls, you're going to know what's the best way for you to express your feelings.
Yeah.
And you know when you make mistakes because you've been making it for so long. Like, oh, now I know how to express myself better and communicate in a more authentic way.
Right.
That's how I see it. Dating for me and having options makes me a better person when, like, more honest, because I know what I want, I know what I like, and I set it in a way that is the best way for me to communicate my standards
Definitely.
without being an asshole and without making her feel like down here, like, oh, you don't meet my standards, so you're not for me. It's like, we're different. That's it. And I communicate myself in a way that she understands that. He's no better than me. He's just different.
Right.
No. Right?
Yeah. Awesome. Well, it seems like a good place to cap it off. You got boot camps coming up, right, in LA?
Yes, I am doing a couple, putting the people together, and we'll see. I'll put the dates, and I'll see. Have a couple guys, and Duke is going to be in one of my boot camps.
Ooh.
How are you?
Excellent.
So
Yeah. So I'll put the links to Danilo's boot camps below. I'm traveling all over the country, so check out the card up there somewhere. And you can see my guys at the Attractive Man. They're doing some amazing stuff. We got a big 7-day in Vegas coming up. Awesome. So if you haven't added Danilo's channel, add his channel, D Masculine Style. Links down here in the description and up here in this card. We do this every damn day. So until tomorrow, stay awesome.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely